Which one is the best affordable LP before you buy a Gibson? Name that tune. Alright, so the first one here is the Larry Colton SIRE L7, SIRE L7. It is a LP, mahogany body, mahogany neck, satin finish, locking tuners, 22 medium jumbo nickel plated frets on an ebony fingerboard, which is sweet. It's got that beautiful cutaway with the notch down here to get to these high frets. It's amazing. This is all stock, all factory. I haven't touched anything to it. Arch top, quilted maple top on it. The only thing I did change, I should say, is the knobs, because I don't like the other knobs. They're on all the guitars, and I like the round ones for whatever reason. It's just my preference. But this was B stock from Thoman's, $429. These do go for brand new $489, and believe me, it's worth every penny. If you're willing to spend up to $500 and you want a good quality LP guitar, before you go out and buy an Epiphone, before you go out and buy a Gibson, look into one of these. I don't know anyone else that sells it other than Thoman's. So if you could find it somewhere else, I'm sure you got to pay more than $489 for it. But it's up to you. But like I said, as far as quality, as far as sound, as far as everything else, this is probably one of the top best. The pickups are like a 7 and an 8 output. They're equivalent to either 68 or 59, kind of Les Paul. They're not microphonic. They are pretty sensitive, but I would say before you go out and buy an Epiphone or an ESP copy Les Paul or a Gibson, before you get ripped off with that, look into one of these. I would say this is on the top of the list, the best of the best, but it is pretty pricey. And you're gonna say, but Beanie, I like an LP with a Floyd Rose. Well, I happen to have one. Bam! This is a Harley Benton from Thoman's. I didn't get it from this particular one from Thoman's, but these are between 3 and 4 and change. They have original Grover tuners, 24 nickel plated frets on a Rosacre. This is a Rosacre fingerboard, which is a baked maple. I don't know what they're using now. Original Floyd Rose. It's got the coil tap. These are Roswell Pickups. I always keep on pronouncing them incorrectly. They're okay. They're a bit microphonic, but look at how thin. You could tell by, well, it's not a square jack, but look at how thin this guitar is. Again, it's got the cutaway where you can get down here, and believe it or not, when I'm coming down here to play the high notes, I don't get stuck on the block of wood like I do on the Bad Cat. All satin black. It reminds me of the Jeff Beck guitar on the cover. And if it had a third pickup, that it wouldn't be able to fit one because of the 24 frets and the Floyd Rose. It would look like the Frampton guitar. So again, these are between 300 and I think 359, 399, 490, not 459. I don't think they go any more than 450 high end, but they do have a couple of these on the B stock bargain. which, you know, again, you can't beat it. But you're gonna say, yeah, but you know what, Beanie? I really just like the old-fashioned LP style guitar. So what do we have? We have the Bad Cats. Now, this is in the middle road of the road. It's got, well, it had like copycat Grover tuners, but I did change the locking tuners, and I did put a roller nut. I did change the pickups, which I regret, but damage is done. I'm not going to change them again. They sound alright. The other pickups sounded fine, but they were microphonic more so than this one. This is just minor microphonic, but not as sensitive. This one here has 22 medium jumbo titanium frets, which is, like I said before, it's like stainless steel, playing stainless steel frets with WD-40. That's how slick this is. It's just, and the fingerboard is nice and smooth, which helps too. It's a regular rosewood fingerboard with, I think they are pearlade trapezoid inlays. So this one is 200 and I think $95. So this is the, you know, medium price point, but it's like a standard copycat of a Gibson Les Paul. This is what I mean with the block of wood down here, where you come down and you're coming down to play and you're pretty much hitting on this right here, especially this little notch right there. My hand gets caught right on it, so I kind of got to bring it around. But it's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's, again, it's a quilted, it's a tiger maple veneer top on here. And this is, you know, as close to an old Les Paul looking and feeling and sounding guitar that I can get. But again, it's close to the $300 mark. But you gotta say, Beanie, I don't want to spend $300. I don't want to spend $400. I don't want to spend close to $500 for a guitar. Solution? Probably the best guitar, more guitar for the price, bigger bang for the buck, is this Harley Benton Deluxe 550 Part 2 single cut. Original tuners. I haven't touched a thing on this guitar. It's staying in tune with these vintage style tuners. This is 22 medium jumbo stainless steel frets, and polished. Every one that I've showed you, nice polished finger fretboard. The Larry Colton, they're rounded. You could actually see it, but these have a good angle to them. So this here comes with their fantastic Tesla zebra humbuckers, and these pickups sound amazing. Honestly, I wish these pickups were in all my Les Pauls, LPs I should say. Tiger maple veneer top. It is, it's got the pockets in it. It's got the, I just forgot the name of it when they hollow it out. Didn't touch anything. You can see on the back the way it goes. That angle, that cut, you can get your hand right down there. It's still got the block of wood going into it. It's not all rounded like the Larry Colton, but you could still get your hand down there and play on those higher frets. And you don't have to feel like you're putting your hand, you know, cupping it to try to get it so it's not gonna snag on the wood. Flute in the back there to support the neck, and chambered. That's what it is. This is chambered, so it's a lot lighter. But because it's chambered, I think it resonates the tone of the guitar a lot better, and the pickups are a lot better. So you don't have to do a thing to this guitar. You don't have to feel like, oh, I need to put locking tuners. I like locking tuners because I don't want to wrap the strings around. You don't have to change the pickups. The pickups are not microphonic. They sound amazing. You don't have to change the tailpiece and put a roller bridge in there. This is probably the best guitar for the money. And look at any of the 550 Deluxe series guitars that they have, part 2, and that's exactly what it looks like in the back of the headstock, the part 2. This one, again, I bought it B stock. It was $229, I'm pretty sure, but these go for brand new $287, brand new. There is a wait on their new stock right now because they pretty much sold out, but they do have a good selection of different colors, different body types in the front there. But for having a guitar that's got stainless steel frets with great sounding pickups, this blows the Latitude garbage guitar out of the water. Again, pound for pound, bang for your buck, this is probably out of the best out of all 4 of them. If I had a choice to just buy one guitar and I had exactly $500 to buy one guitar, I would still probably just buy this one of these. This and the Larry Colton are the cream of the crop. The one with the Floyd Rose I like because it's thin, and I like a Floyd Rose. That's why my main player. And the Bad Cat, it just has a nice vintage look to it, and the headstock is killer compared to the what is it, Leo Jams and the Starshine and the Groats and the Zoes and the Fireflies, you know. But yeah, this is probably the best one I would recommend, and if I were to buy any of these again, I'd probably buy another one of these in a different color, different look. There's so many to choose from, and they all look cool. But for getting what you're getting here, this is probably the best one. It took me a couple of days to go through that because I was falling in love with each one separately, but then when I came to my senses, for what you're going to spend and what you're going to get, this will be it. Alright, that's it. That's all I got to say. And have a good day and a better tomorrow.